Hey guys, welcome back to the channel once again. My name is Andrew. Glad to have you with me. Today we're going to be talking about the upcoming Barcelona game versus Napoli. I'm going to be addressing the talk around Xavi possibly losing his job if they lose that game. We're going to be looking at the lineups. We're also going to be looking at what does it mean if Barcelona actually lose this game. So without further ado, let's go. Let's get started, guys. All right, so first thing I want to address is the magnitude of this game, right? This game is being built up to be Barcelona's biggest game of the season. To some extent, I kind of agree with that, but honestly, Barcelona has taught me this season and even last that you should not have expectations. Unfortunately, I know that's messed up to say, but like it's true. With Barcelona, forget about expectation. Enjoy every game that is enjoyable, and if not, move on to the next one and hope for the best. That's just the theme in which the game's been going. So to say that this is the biggest game of the season, that's up for debate. I do think that if they win it, it's a major step moving forward in terms of our financial situation, because moving to the quarterfinals mean that we'll be able to get some much needed revenue from advancing to the next round. It also, I think, will build some confidence in the guys, in the team, so they can continue to improve and push on, because there's no doubt that the talent is in the team. It's just getting it out of them, you know what I'm saying? And so I think that it is a pretty significant game, but I personally wouldn't say that it is the single biggest game of the season. So, but that's up for debate, like I said. But um, next thing is moving on to Xavi, right? If Barcelona were to lose this game, do you fire Xavi? I say no. I don't think that it would necessarily make sense at that point to fire him. Why? Because if they lose to Napoli, it wouldn't be anything different from what we've been seeing all season long. How many times have you seen Barcelona in a position where if they win this game, they close that gap between Madrid and Girona and get a little bit closer, right? We've seen that on several, even this like 2 weekends ago. If we won against Granada, if we won against Villarreal, if we won last weekend actually against Bilbao, the gap between Madrid and Barca and Girona right now would be anywhere between 2 to 3 points, give or take. So it's definitely been a frustrating season for us, for me personally, to be honest. But I think that should we lose, and I hope that we don't, and I think that we will win. I'll get into that here shortly. But in the event that we lose, I don't think that Xavi should go. It's no point to bring in a new coach, pay him God knows what that we already don't have. I said, just stick with him, ride it out for the rest of the season. I think that Xavi is actually working hard for the team. It's the players ultimately. Yes, Xavi is to be held accountable for some decisions that he made here and there, but at the end of the day, it's the players on the field. They're the ones who have to perform. Xavi has nothing to do with the missed penalty from Gundogan. He also has nothing to do with the missed chances that Gundogan had in this past game. Thank God we won the game. But you see what I'm trying to say is that there are moments in the games, big moments, where even the most senior players, the most experienced players, let us down in a major way. That ain't got nothing to do with Xavi. So I think that everybody should just calm their nerves down. If Barca lose, it would suck, but it should be business as usual. Just carry on. I do think that the team and Xavi will do what needs to be done to ensure that we finish top four, maybe second place. We will see. Now, moving on to the potential lineup and a little bit of positivity. So, lineup. I think it's safe to say that we're going to go with Ter Stegen in goal as per usual. For the left back, I would stick with Cancelo on the left because that formula has been working. So Cancelo on the left. I would put Arojo in center back. I would actually go with I would actually go with Pau Kobarsi because this guy is just incredible. His skills is amazing. So I would stick with him in the middle, even though I'm kind of like inclined to say let's use Inigo Martinez for experience purposes. But this kid has proven that he can play in any game. So I'm going to stick with him, round out the center back, and then keep Kunde on the right back. That formula defensively has been working. And if you're paying attention, minus say one game, Ter Stegen first game back from injury, that game aside, we've had an incredible run of clean sheets thus far. So you can see that the defense has improved drastically over the last few games, and I think that lineup in the back line will do well against Napoli. Now in the middle, Christensen, as usual, we keep him there. He has been doing well. From midfield, I would say Gundogan and Sergio Roberto. I know he hasn't played for quite a while now, but if he's fit and ready to go, which it appears that he is, I would start him. Why? Experience. It doesn't work, you can always sub him out, bring in Fermin or whoever, but I say Sergio Roberto, right? So that's okay. So that's the midfield. Now let's move forward to the front line. Goes without saying, Lewandowski in the center, Lamine Yamal on the right, and Rafinha on the left. I would start Rafinha on the left because Rafinha is inconsistent. Let's be honest. Rafinha in some games he'll give you everything, and then the very next game he's anonymous, right? So I would say let's put him on the left. If anything, both him and Lamine can interchange just to kind of cause a little problems on the Napoli backline, so they could interchange a bit. But definitely start Rafinha back there on the left with Yamal on the right and Louis in the center. And then if you need to make changes later on, you could either take out Lamal, keep and switch Rafinha back to the right and bring in the likes of João Felix on the left flank, to add some speed and trickery in the attack in the latter stages of the game. So that would be my lineup. I think that without Frankie, without Pedri, yes, that definitely changes the approach a little bit from a midfield perspective because Frankie has that ability to bring the ball out of the back and distribute it all the way up into the attack. Pedri, we already know what he's capable of. So those are two big losses, but I don't think that they're detrimental to the team's success. I think that with what we have right now, the remaining personnel, I think that we can totally pull this off. We played Napoli really well in the first leg. Could have scored some more goals, but I do think that with the home crowd behind us and the motivation to actually move forward, I think we'll get the job done. So you can go ahead and give me your prediction down below in the comment section, but I am going to say I see this being a 3-1 victory Barcelona. I do think that Napoli has enough to score at least one. I think at home, being motivated and all, we'll put at least 3 past them. So that is my prediction for the game. And, I really hope that we go through. I'm really hoping that tomorrow after, when I'm reviewing this game, it can be, a joyful moment. I hope that it's not disappointment. And I really do think in my heart that they're going to get it done. So that's it for today. That is my preview. We talk about the magnitude of the game. We talk about Xavi potentially getting fired should they lose. Talk about the lineup and the prediction. And yeah, I definitely looking forward to being back on the channel with you guys again tomorrow and just reviewing the game, and hopefully it's a joyful moment. So thanks again, guys, for the support. I really do appreciate it as I'm trying to grow this channel. I love football. I'm really passionate about football and passionate about Barcelona, and I want to continue to do this. But I do rely on your support, your kindness to help me grow this channel and to keep me honest, keep me consistent. So thanks again, guys, for your love and support. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you know when I post that next video. Peace out, guys.